Good day everyone, I am Glady May Buston and I will be continue our group report about psychological foundations of curriculum. And here is my topic, the third theory, which is humanism. Humanism seeks to engage the learner as a whole, where their intellect, feelings, social capacities, artistic and practical skills are given attention in the learning process. So humanism is one theory that has been used in both teaching and learning. Humanism is a belief that individuals control their own destinies through the application of their intelligence and learning. So dito daw sa humanism, tayo yung nagko-control sa ating destiny sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng ating mga feelings, social capacities, artistic and practical skills. In this theory, the curriculum is after the process, not the product. Focuses on personal needs, not on the subject matter, and clarifying psychological meanings and environmental situations. So in humanism, it is more on learner-centered type of foundation. So the learner is a person who has feelings, attitude, and emotion. Sa humanism, kinukonsider natin yung mga nararamdaman ng bata o learners. So let us talk about how it is used in our curriculum. The learner is a person who has feelings, attitude, and emotion. So for example, in the past experience of a learner, may failing grades siya. These have a huge impact on the student's current inability to learn. So dito pumapasok yung sinasabi ko kanina na in humanism, kinukonsider ang nararamdaman ng isang bata. Kailangan natin silang intindihin dahil hindi natin alam kung ano ang pinagdadaanan nila. So we need to be careful sa mga ating gagawin. So ito yung mindset sa humanism. Dito kasi sa humanistic approach, for them, they believe you are essentially good and that you are motivated to realize your full potential. Lahat naman ng tao ay may full potential. Kailangan lang talaga nating i-develop. For example, yung isang tao is marunong na siyang mag-drawing. Pero hindi pa siya gaanong bihasa sa pag-drawing. So, kailangan niya mag-practice para mas gumaling siya sa pagdodrawing. Kailangan lang i-develop yung kanyang skills. A psychologist from this approach focus on how you can feel good about yourself by fulfilling your needs and goals. Kasi if you are doing something talaga na hindi naman kasama sa needs and goals mo, it's not fulfilling. So, for the humanistic approach, iyon yung mga gusto nilang i-consider. So, for example of prominent humanistic psychologist is Abraham Maslow. So, Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist who developed a humanistic approach to psychology in the early 1940s. Rather than focusing on behavior as a result of stimuli and reinforcement, Maslow focused on the capability of humans to reach their fullest potential. Example of prominent humanistic psychologist is Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist who developed a humanistic approach to psychology in the early 1940s. Rather than focusing on behavior as a result of stimuli and reinforcement, Maslow focused on the capability of humans to reach their fullest potential. So, next, Maslow's hierarchy. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Lower levels must be satisfied first before one could function at the higher levels. May pagkakasunod-sunod ang hierarchy needs na ito na dapat nating sundin. In this way, it is a type of humanistic approach because you are treating or inuuna mo ang kapakanan ng iyong estudyante or learners. This hierarchy suggests that people are motivated to fulfill basic needs before moving on the other more advanced needs. So this is the hierarchy of needs ni Abraham Maslow. So it is a motivational theory in psychology that compromises a five-tier model of human needs that often depicted as hierarchical levels within a pyramid. We have the physiological needs, safety needs, love and belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. So, the reason why pyramid, it needs lower down, the hierarchy must be satisfied before individuals can attend to the needs higher up. You can have the self-fulfillment needs or the self-actualization final without having the physiological needs. So, kung wala kang pagkain, uuhaw ka, it doesn't matter to you. But if you satisfied in the bottom part, which is physiological needs, and it will move to safety needs, at kung na-complete na iyong apat, that's the time the person will have a self-actualization, achieving one's full potential including creative activities, and in this way, mahalaga siya sa foundation ng curriculum na pwede natin magamit. For example, in reality, pag mayroong kakulangan sa needs ng learners, paano magkakaroon ng learning iyong bata? For example, if gutom or uhaw ka, makakapag-focus ka ba sa pag-aaral? Di ba po hindi doon po nagkakaroon ng problema. So, kahit tayo na normal na tao lang na kahit nakaupo lang tayo, kailangan pa din natin ng makakain at maiinom. Kasi kung hindi tayo kakain, hindi tayo makakapunta sa next level ng hierarchy of needs. So, the pinaka-lower level ng hierarchy of needs is physiological needs. It is the basic physiological needs that are probably fairly apparent. This includes the things that are vital to our survival. These are basic needs without which a person can survive and maintain life. So, ito yung mga basic needs natin. Ito yung kailangan natin sa ating buhay para tayo ay makasurvive. So, for example is food, water, and air. Hindi tayo makakasurvive sa buhay kung wala itong mga to. The next one is security and safety needs. So, pagka na-achieve mo na yung physiological needs, you are moving to this level. People want control and order in their lives. So, this need for safety and security contributes largely to behaviors at this level. These are the needs which are meant to protect ourselves, like a house to save oneself from many problems, security, etc. So, ito yung mga magpoprotekta sa ating pang-araw-araw. For example, financial security, health and wellness, and safety against accidents and injury. So, sa tingin mo, pag na-accident ka, makaka-move ka ba sa next level ng hierarchy of needs? Diba hindi? So, kailangan natin ng ma-achieve itong security and safety needs. So, the next one is social needs or love and belonging needs. The social needs in Maslow's hierarchy include such things as love, acceptance, and belonging. At this level, the needs for emotional relationships drive human behavior. These are needs to have a loving and understanding relationship with people and to have a social circle. So, ang example nito is friendship, romantic attachment, family, and etc. So, sa ating buhay, kailangan natin ng mga kaibigan para tayo ay para ma-achieve natin yung self-actualization natin. So, the next one is pagkatapos natin sa love and belonging needs, next tayo sa esteem needs. At the fourth level in Maslow's hierarchy is the need for appreciation and respect. When the needs at the bottom three levels have been satisfied, the esteem needs begin to play a more prominent role in motivating behavior. These are needs to be identified as a respectable person. So, dito yung feeling of accomplishments na mangyayari. So, actualization needs. According to Maslow's definition of self-actualization, it may be loosely described as the full use and exploitation of talents, capabilities, potentialities, etc. Such people seem to be fulfilling themselves and to be doing the best that they are capable of doing. They are people who have developed or are developing to the full structure of which they capable. These needs demand the development of best within a person. Maslow initially stated that individuals must satisfy lower level deficit needs before progressing to meet higher level growth needs. So Maslow claimed that these needs emerge in hierarchical order unless and until one set of needs are fulfilled, next don't emerge. This theory has implications for teaching learning. So Maslow considered the experience of child as fundamental to learning. Ito yung sinasabi ko na learner is a center in the learning theory, emphasizing human qualities like creativity, values, and giving importance to the dignity and work of the individual and focus on the psychological development and human potential of the learners. The next psychologist is Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers is an American psychologist, believes teachers are facilitator, learner-centered classroom, American Psychological Association president in 1946 to 1947. Bago naging psychologist si Carl Rogers, noong bata si Roger, ang gusto niya maging farmer. Not only ordinary farmer, but scientific farmer. Gumagawa siya ng mga experiment at ninonote niya ang mga result at para makita niya ang pinaka-effective na result. Noong siya naman ay tumanda, more on religious devotion, nangarap din siyang maging pare. Noong naging president siya ng American Psychological Association, dito niya pinormalize yung kanyang theory na person-centered theory. So, naniniwala si Rogers na lahat ng bagay sa mundo, whether organic or inorganic, ay may tendency na mag-evolve from simple forms to a more complex forms. Makikita daw natin sa nature. So, this are we called self-actualization. So when we say self-actualization, Rogers believed that achieving self-actualization is really difficult. When your self-image matches your ideal self, you reach the state of self-actualization. Alam naman natin na ang lahat ng tao ay may tendency to fulfill our own potential. Ang tawag dito ay actualizing tendency. For example, ang mga plants. Ang first form is being a binhi o seed. Eventually, if they have the right condition, pwede sila maging puno or mga halaman na namumunga ng masasarap na prutas. So, ganun din ang mga human being na gusto nating ma-fulfill yung full potential natin. So, ano ang pagkakaiba ng self-image sa ideal self? So when we say self-image, it directs on how we look at ourselves as a human being. So it is like you are looking yourself at the mirror. Ito yung mga aware tayo sa ating sarili, sa mga panlabas at panloob na katangian natin. When we say ideal self naman, it directs the person who would like to be. This consists all our goals and ambition. When we say ideal self naman, ito yung mga illusion or goals na pinuput up natin sa sarili natin. For example, ang goal natin is gusto nating maging future teachers or gusto nating maging businessman. Pero bago natin ma-achieve iyon, kailangan muna natin ng positive regard. Kapag sinabi nating positive regard, ito yung environment na nakapaligid sa atin. Kung saan nafe-feel natin yung support and guidance ng ating mga magulang. Ito yung what if I become the most successful person. Then, my family will become proud, therefore, proving my worth as a person. Ito po yung sinasabi nating positive regard. Ang positive regards ay conditional. Halimbawa na lamang, sasabihin ng parents natin na dapat na maging top 1 tayo para ibigay nila lahat ng gusto natin. Kumbaga, if you do this, then I will give you positive regard. Pero kahit na ano ang good intention ng parents sa pagsasabi nila ng mga ganong bagay, mayroong certain effect ito sa mga bata. Kasi ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng condition ang tao bago niya ma-recognize iyong worth niya. So next, let's talk about self-concept. Self-concept, the set of perceptions and beliefs about his/her own self, is influenced by our childhood and the way society perceives us. Ito naman yung tinatawag nating ako ito, or yung real self natin. Na kung saan aware tayo sa mga bagay-bagay at karakteristik na meron tayo. Depende sa nakalakihan nating environment. So, alam dapat natin yung self-worth natin for us to achieve self-actualization. So, kailangan natin ng congruence. When we say congruence, the extent of overlap between a person's self-image and ideal self. The higher the level of congruence, the closer the person to self-actualization. Kailangan maging akma ang self-image at ideal self natin. Kasi pag mataas ang ating ideal self, nagkakaroon ng result na minsan hindi na realistic sa kanyang organismic self. Nagkakaroon ng discrepancy, hindi na parehas ang organismic self sa kanyang ideal self. And kapag nagkaroon ng discrepancy, tinatawag itong incongruence. So, nagiging defensive na. Ang tawag ni Carl Rogers dito is defensiveness. When we say defensiveness, there will be an incongruence. It will be, what if I did not become a successful person? Then my family will be ashamed of me, therefore proving my worthlessness as a person. So dito na nabubuo yung distortion and idea ng isang tao. That ends my report. Thank you for listening.